my head is going to explode. It's just going to explode. Like the finance minister yesterday, day before, she invented a new word for recession. Like, it's not a new word. She's copying off a woman who invented this about two and a half years ago. She called it a Vibecession. Instead of a recession, it's a Vibecession. Now, it's really, really important to call it the whole one word thing, Vibecession. Don't call it ever a Vibecession, 2 words. That's all wrong, because that is the 2-word Vibecession is a wildly different thing than what the finance minister is talking about. I'm not going into it, but it's so different. Okay. What is she talking about here? Like, what the fuck is making this stuff up about, it's really, the economy's really not bad. Her position is the economy's not bad. It's a Vibecession. You've just got the wrong vibe. You think it's bad, but it's not bad. The economy's fine, bordering on getting better, headed for great, which is fucking nuts, okay? Like, it's just fucking nuts. Like, we got, like, so many problems. We got, in particular in Ontario, but the rest of Canada, we've got the highest household debt in the history of history. We're breaking new records all the time. We've got, like, growing unemployment. You can't pretend it's not happening. We've got in per capita GDP reductions. In other words, how we feel as an individual in the economy. That's been going steadily. We have the highest rates of small business receiverships since the economic disaster of 2008. We've got the longest lines, particularly in Ontario. We got the longest lines at food banks, the highest usage of food banks we've ever experienced in forever. Okay? Forever. Oh, and just as an aside, we have about 55 to 60% of all mortgages renewing in the next 2 years, 80-90% of them at higher rates than they were before, which means everybody's going to have to pay more if you have a mortgage. Your payment will go up. So, why does she talk about things are getting better? First of all, it's a riff off something Vice President Harris did in the United States a month ago, before she lost bigly to Donald Trump. She was telling everybody, no, and her advisors, and what they call in the States, they call them the people who talk on your behalf. If you're a candidate, they are the people who are assigned to get the message out. So these people were saying the American people are wrong. Statistically, our economy is very, very good. It's just that you're listening to right-wing social media people tell you it's bad, or you're being influenced, or just because the prices in the restaurants are like 38% higher than they were 4 years ago, you just get a bad feeling of it. But really, your wages are catching up, and your savings rates are good, and all kinds of economic indicators tell us you're just wrong, and you're feeling that the economy for you as a human being is shit. Okay, you're just mistaken. It's just a misunderstanding. You're listening to too much right-wing people and negative influencers on social media. That's your problem. You just don't get it. Even though you feel worse, even though you feel things aren't going well, you're just wrong. Statistically, based on economic theories and practices, things are going fine, okay? You just have the wrong vibe. That's why they call it a Vibecession. It's not really a recession. You just got the wrong vibe, the wrong idea. Which is fucking bullshit. Crazy, stupid bullshit. If you're feeling that things are crappy, if you don't have enough money at the end of the month to make all your payments, if you feel pressure, if you're worried about your renewal, if you're not comfortable with the way things are going in your economic or financial life, who dares tell people that you just have the wrong vibe? No, it's the way you feel. It's your reality, for the love of Jesus, okay? So Hey, don't get me wrong. There's some people who are doing fine. There's some people in Canada who bought in Ontario and in British Columbia and in Quebec and many places who bought a house. They bought a house in 2015, and the house has gone up 100% plus in value. In some places, maybe 150%, maybe 200% for some lucky stiffs. But maybe you're a couple, maybe you both have great government jobs, or the kind of jobs you can never get laid off. Like your two teachers making 110 grand each. With this house you bought in 2015, things are probably just fine. And maybe you don't understand why everybody's bitching and moaning, okay? But most people feel that it's shit. Like all young people feel it's shit. All of them. Like, unless their dads or moms are millionaires, they feel that things are not going well. So if you're that perfect group of people who bought a house at the right time, who have the right kind of jobs, who've experienced rapid pay increases, or at least pay that stayed ahead of the rampant inflation we had in 2021 and 22, you're golden. But for tons of other people, it's not a vibe session. It's pure crap that you're enduring on a daily basis. And Minister Freedland, please cut the bullshit.